Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to more Stardew Valley. Previously, we endured Alex's birthday in the luau. We got quite a bit done, actually, I think, last time, considering anyway. We got further in our key quests of both the key beans, but we also started a new one where we entered the dangerous mines for the first time and been making decent progress in that as well. This time, we are going to be hopefully completing at least one of those, experiencing Sam's birthday, which I think is tomorrow. I'm going to double check, actually, before I go out. It's going to rain tomorrow, which is good. I think last time we had the green rain event, which is nice, because the green rain just makes it a little bit, today's Sam's birthday. So Sam, I believe, loves pizza. Actually, I think I can just check here, because if we had notes that say what Sam likes, I believe he just appears here. Love gifts, yeah. So he loves cactus, fruit. Actually, I think I have a maple bar in here. I really don't need that. Yeah, I have two, actually. I'll just give him a maple bar. Why not? But yeah, so we're going to be trying to accomplish a few different tasks today. Of course, we want to ensure that we go to the mines, probably, just because that's a spot that we have to get stuff done at. We're running out of coffee. Oh, I can just craft more. We have good. Okay, good. Say, we're running out of coffee. No, thankfully, we actually have still a few more extra. Because our triple shot espresso, as I said, is going to be something that's going to be helpful for us getting around a little bit. Okay, so starting off, okay, so there's our pickled cave carrot, which I realized after I put it in last time is actually not the thing we need. What we need is, I believe it's pickled summer squash. So that's embarrassing, but it's fine. Let's see. So Linus sent us a monkey roll. It's nice. Oh, I do need to plant the key beans and stuff. Yes, I have a few different chores and stuff to get to before we head to the mines, of course. I want to make sure I give Sam his birthday gift, because Sam is someone I've been neglecting on befriending, just because I find him to be another one that's not so annoying, but just his schedule with where he goes usually doesn't meld well with where I'm actually trying to go to, so it ends up causing issues. But who knows, maybe we'll start trying to get closer to him. But yeah, we could also give him a star drop, whatever the star drop freaking tea is or whatever, because that would be a good boost. Oh wow, we got a lot of key fruit. Okay, so we'll also have to come back and do that soon then. I'm less concerned about the key fruit now, since I know we have 200-ish fruit. And we just got, like, how much did we get here? 71. Yeah, we definitely are still gonna need a few more runs of key fruit and probably a few more seed maker attempts, but 371 is not bad. We're definitely making better progress. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to accomplish the very boring tasks that I really don't think any of you would want to see, because, as I said, it's boring, not very fun to watch. At least I don't think it is. It's not really fun for me to watch whenever I'm looking back at this, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, nothing happened. So instead, I'm just going to do the daily chores, and then we're going to head out to try and find our boy, Sam, so we can give him his birthday gift. And I'll contemplate if I want to give him a Star Drop tea, but I'll have the answer to my conundrum next we meet, so I'll see you guys in just a moment. Okay, Sam, happy birthday. Here is a maple bar, and we only are 1 heart away, so I don't think I'm going to give him... Hey, remember, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not going to give him the star... I did bring it with me just in case, but I actually didn't remember how many hearts we're at. But considering we're only 1 heart away now from having him at max, I really don't think it's worth it to give that to him. That'd be a little bit overkill. I could probably give that to Krobus or Dwarf, though, on their birthday. Or Leo, honestly. All three of those are ones that are really far behind. Granted, they were ones that we met later, but... one other thing I may do, actually, I have 1 extra coffee on me. How about we go see if we can give it to Dr. Hardy? Because we're only missing one... Or Harvey, not Hardy. I'm thinking of Wonderful Life. They have very similar names. Oh, you were still at 1 away? That's fine. Oh, it's nice to have a friend. Yeah, I like having friends, too. Friends are nice. But yeah, so now I'm going to head up to the mines. We're going to try doing that today. As I said, because the dangerous mines we only have a week to accomplish, which is more than enough time for me, I think. I'm not being, like, super cocky about it. I just think generally it should be enough. Worst comes to worst, we can just make a bunch of staircases, but I think going there early, having some lucky fruit and food items, all that should hopefully add up and make this a bit easier of a trip for us. Oh, some heats up the cans for me. Yeah. It's actually getting warmer where I live, too. It's actually getting closer to summer, of course, by the time this comes up. So I'm someone who doesn't really do great with heat, but yeah. Oh, I should probably give... I don't know what he likes, though. Do I have anything he loves? Hold up. Let's look. Dwarf, do you have anything easy to give that you love? Oh, no, not Krobus. Like gifts. Everything I've given you, you only liked. I haven't given you a love gift yet? Frick. Okay, I'll think on it, and if I come up with an idea of something I missed, I'll come back to you. But yeah, let's start our run off right and proper. So, wish me luck, and we'll speed it up so you guys can kind of see what it's all about. Let's get to it. So, really quickly, since as you're going to see, the speed up doesn't last that long here. I actually wanted to go over and just kind of talk some strategy for you guys, for those who may be struggling. once again, I did mention some of the proclivities, like the slimes, how the stack ones, if you hit, will like send a projectile that can hit you and do some damage. Even though it can also damage other like individual entities as well. But I do think it's also worth noting some other stuff about it as well. For example, the bugs I mentioned, they're just tankier. They actually do something unique too. Every time you hit them, there's a chance they change a direction, cardinal direction, so it'll be up, right, left, or down. So as long as you avoid kind of those generators. So for example, as long as you're like at the corner left of it, the corner right of it, you should be fine and should be able to deal enough damage to it, and hopefully it shouldn't be able to attack you and do any more damage than necessary. Finally entered a newish layer, but similar to the one from earlier, it's not super different, as you'll still find bugs and stuff like that. The main difference is now the coal monsters have been replaced with a more aggressive variety that do more damage, and they're a little bit faster, as you can see there. But overall, they're still fairly the same. The iridium ghosts from the skull cavern can be found now here as well. Thanks for showing that off. And there are bats that are also fairly aggressive, but nothing standout. Overall, it's a pretty basic change. Considered it's supposed to be the dangerous variety. There's the bat right there, as you can see. The main thing is just they're tanky. They take more hits, which is never fun, but it's not that big of a deal. Now we're in some truly different area. Instead of the ice floor, now it is entirely different, and probably my favorite type of floor in the entire thing. There is now wood everywhere, and I love it. Don't take that out of context, please. But as you can see, there are a bunch of trees, including hardwood trees. That's right, now we can farm hardwood in the mines. Something you may never have thought about. That's something I didn't think about until I saw it for the first time, but my goodness, was it a cool surprise. That, of course, means, though, there are a new enemy variety. Okay, well, this is not new. This is... Well, there's the green slimes. They're fairly similar to the other ones. They're just a little bit more tanky. They're, yeah, not that special. This is not a special floor unique to it. This is the one, remember, from the mine earlier, the one where we got the gold scythe. This is very different. Okay, here we go. Yeah, get us out of here. There we go. Yeah, we can see these new enemies. Now the dust sprites are mushroom-looking things that are way tankier and do more damage. They still drop mostly coal, so they're still nice to farm for if you are trying to gather coal. Now, there are orange-looking bats, which are really tanky. I don't think they're as tanky as the coal ones, but they are still fairly tanky. And the bugs, another bugs down here. I guess that's the other thing. As you can see, there's like the little grubby things that we were used to from earlier floors. There's a few other enemies, and I'll kind of point them out as they appear, but of course they're not on this floor. But yeah, you can see it's a very unique type of floor. Ooh, 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 that is rare. Sorry about that. I just got really excited. Oh, Dory, these two no, I don't want the stupid sap. We just got a galaxy soul. If you recall, that's one of the items we needed to buy with key gems. But you can very, very, very rarely get them from monsters in the dangerous mines. That is super good. That's one of the 3 we need. Because keep in mind, we need 3 in total. Now that we got that one here, that makes this journey so much easier to getting all 3. Whew, end of the day, we definitely didn't make much money because I didn't sell any of the cheese and stuff we have, but we don't lose out on profits or anything. We're doing just fine on money. But we made decent progress. I think we just made it to the ice floor. It's around floor 40-ish out of the 120, and I think we have like 4 days left. 4 days, yep. 11. Okay, yeah, we are getting closer to running out of time for some of these quests. What's the delivery for Kent? He wants a cactus fruit? Okay, maybe we'll handle that, I'm not sure. But yeah, so we have some more work to get to. Definitely have no time to really relax. I gotta put some stuff away, of course, but we're probably gonna head back to the skull caverns again. The dangerous mines again, because we just need to make it further down. Even if we have terrible luck. I really hope we don't have terrible luck, but knowing my luck, we do. Oh! That's actually the exact opposite of terrible luck. Let's go! Maybe I should experiment with a new recipe. You liked the last recipe I made, didn't you, honey? Oh, God. What was it called? Chile de Ryan? Oh, Lord. If any of you recall, according to my guy, it wasn't that good, but we did the right... I say right thing, but we told her it was good even if it really wasn't. Okay, Kent, here is the cactus fruit you asked for. Which we're doing this just for mostly of the tickets, not necessarily for anything else, especially since Kent's somewhere we're getting max with. Clint wants some coal. Yeah, we are almost at 500 key fruit. We have half the blueberries, so we'll definitely have that in time. Danger of the Deep, yeah, 45. Yeah, we're making decent progress on most of our missions. I know it's been odd because the last 2 episodes have just been essentially us just focusing on these missions, but trust me, it's a big part of the game. Oh, Penny, can you... Oh, my goodness. But it is a big part of the game, and having a lot of these missions done will give us a lot of really good items from Key's shop that will expedite other parts of the game. So trust me, this is definitely worth it. There's no way. We just got another Galaxy Soul. You're kidding me. Really? Okay, so just for clarification, I played this game a lot, okay? Obviously, right? And I don't say it to be like, oh, I know everything about the game, but I mean, more so, of course, obviously the way I talk about the game, right? I'm like, oh, this and that. Of course, I played this game a lot. And on multiple... I just got a Golden Animal Cracker, too. On multiple occasions and multiple playthroughs, I've gotten to this point in the game where, like, I'm doing the harder mines, and I'm fighting all these new enemies, and there's a chance I get all these good items. And I swear to you, only maybe once or twice in the entire, like, entirety of my time playing this game have I actually gotten a Galaxy Soul this way. Like, 1 out of the 3, and then the other 2 have to buy. The fact that we've gotten 2 out of the 3 for essentially free is absolutely insane to me. That is incredible luck. Like, I don't think I can explain that any better. Like, but that's genuinely crazy to me. Spiders. Why did it have to be spiders? A new enemy that is probably my least favorite of this area, and it's not just because I don't like spiders in real life. They are really annoying to deal with because they jump around a lot, they do pretty decent damage, and I think they even give it projectile attack later on, similar to the squids you were seeing later in the later half of the earlier floors. They are very annoying to deal with, and they are probably, as I said, my least favorite enemy on this like floor type, but they're still not abysmally bad, especially if you have a good weapon at this point, which hopefully you do. Like the Galaxy Sword or something, it can make dealing with these guys a little bit easier. Oh, there's another enemy that came out of nowhere, and so I got hit by it. That replaces, I believe, the ghost, and it is actually it's probably second least favorite. Actually, it is my least favorite more than the spiders, because I forgot all about it. It gives you a debuff. Nauseated. I can't even read it because there's so many enemies. Okay, I need to grab a staircase and get out of here because this floor is terrible. Oh my gosh, I can't place it down. Okay, there we go. Oh, that floor was terrible. It is one of the worst ones. It gives you the debuff nauseated. Oh, you're too sick to eat anything. For whatever duration it is, you cannot use any healing items. That may not sound that bad, but keep in mind that's the main way we heal if we make a mistake. So if you take too much damage from these guys, you are going to be messed up bad. And you can see they have this stupid charge attack. I hate these guys. These guys suck. They do a lot of damage. Nauseated is a terrible freaking goddamn debuff. It is my least favorite thing in this entire area. I forgot all about it. I should have remembered. How can I forget? Oh my goodness, we're about to get fricked up if I don't leave. Oh, okay. So here's a neat little trick for you if you're also like when you hit the nauseate effect and you're about to die. Leave the mine. It may sound stupid and simple, but trust me, the amount of times where this nauseate effect has really come in and fricked me up is bad. Also, can I just give you something? I mean, I know you at least like this, so just take it. It's like, at least give you something. Oh, yeah, I'm not simple. Shout people out. Unfortunately, having to wait for like a whole minute does suck. But, you know, it's sooner that than, you know, 2 nausea to eat, see. It's better that than passing out and losing a bunch of rare items. So I'm just going to wait until the minute's up, which sucks, because that's a decent amount of time, but as you can see, we're very low. Something you can do, actually, I guess I could show this. This is an alternative method, but I find it to be... Its usefulness, I guess, kind of just varies. We haven't gone here in a long time. Mostly because, for me, it's usually out of the way. So, for example, we're at 13 HP. Why don't we go to the sauna, you may be thinking? Because, of course, I mean, we're nauseated, so we can't eat. That doesn't mean we can't gain health back from other methods, right? Also, yeah, that includes drink. So we can't use, like, the life bottles or whatever I have, the life elixirs, which sucks, because those are also very useful. But let's try going into our... I forgot that our onesie's going to be blinking green. Let's head in here, sit still, and you can see that that will indeed refresh HP. So, if you're waiting anyway, this is a quick way of not having to wait the whole time limit, but you're pretty much going to have to wait the whole time limit anyway. But this is one way of being able to kind of make use of that time a little bit more efficiently. So, if you see me leave the cave because I have the nauseate effect and I get low HP, that could be why. You can see we're not maxed, but that's fine. We're going to start him back, and we're going to try to get a little further down. My hope is to get to around floor 60 by the end of the day. 65 would be good. I actually don't know what floor we're currently at. Let me look really fast. 55, yeah. So 60 or... Actually, yeah, we should definitely be able to get 60. 65 or 70 would be insane, though. If we can get to there, we'll be sitting fat and pretty. Okay, so I'm going to continue the run. I can't eat, unfortunately, right now, so I can't get any faster, which sucks. But either way, I'll see you guys in just a moment. We'll continue the run. Wasn't too great of a run today, but it could have been way worse. We got a Galaxy Soul, so that in of itself made it a good run, but getting the nausea effect 2 times in a row definitely hindered our progress quite a bit, and we could have gotten further if I would have played better, and if we wouldn't have gotten affected by it twice. But that's neither here nor there. We have another new day. It's Demetrius' birthday. Demetrius is somebody who we already have max friendship with, so we don't have to worry about that. Our... freaking, what's it called? Cave Carrot Juice is done, so now we just need to wait for a Summer Squash, and then we can get that going as well. Oy vey. Oh, Thunderstorm. Okay, that's really something. And please be... oh, okay, well, we have our first bad luck day, but we still have to go because we're running out of time. We don't really get the choice to be picky anymore with terms of what days we go in and which ones we don't. Okay, so let's make a triple shot espresso, and let's get our day started. And with that, we've officially accumulated 500 key fruit. Look at that. That's lovely. So, let us take the 541 and sell them. Now, I do want to point this out. You may think, oh, why not save 51 of them so that way in case you get the mission again, you can get a head start. Well, after the quest is complete by whenever you sell them all, for example, I'll put the beans in one of these chests. How does I'll put it here? Everything that has to do with the quest is going to get absolutely deleted from the world. So all the key beans in the world, no matter if they're in a chest, if you place them somewhere, they're all going to get deleted. Same goes for the key fruit themselves, so it really doesn't actually work out that well for us. Good idea, smart thinking. Unfortunately, the creator already thought of it and said, no, that's a little too good, so you can't just get ahead by quite a bit. You have to just kind of take it as it comes. So that does kind of suck, but it's fine. Now I believe, that being said, we have Dangers in the Deep, Crop Order, Keys Fruit, and talk to... okay, so I need to talk to Clint. I guess we can do that first. So let's go do that first. And a heart scene. One, again, it's been a while since we've gotten heart scenes, mostly because we've gotten so many of them, but looks like Alex is going through something. Let's go talk to him. Oh, Ryan, you saw me crying. More heard than saw. But, you know, it's fine. It was today, 12 years ago, that my mom died. I still remember her well. She makes salted radish sandwiches for lunch and tossed the grid ball with me in the backyard. She took good care of me, and I was too young to really say thanks. And now she's gone forever. This is the only keepsake I have left. Her secret music box. So, what do you think right now? Honor your mother's memory by always doing your best. Yeah, I know. That's why I've been so determined to be successful with my sports stuff. Make or not, as long as I try my hardest, I think she'd be proud. Thanks. Well, there's no sense sitting around sniveling. Let's head back to town. Ryan? Don't tell him I was crying, okay? And then I guess I'm gonna go talk to everyone about it. Hey! Yeah, there we go. So we have another heart scene with Alex. It's another sad one, as a lot of them tend to be as we get closer to them. And this time we get to learn about his mother, which explains definitely why he's living with George and Evelyn. But, yeah, sad as it is, you know, it happened. Well, that sounds terrible. It's sad, and I'll leave it at that. Also, if you're curious what I'm doing here, I'm going to check on the farm, because it's been a little bit since I've checked in on the island farm. Oh, frick, dude, oh, that sounded so mean. I'm so sorry. So before I harvest too much, I did notice that our garlic is fully grown, which I believe is what he wanted to see based on the hints he gave, so let's show it to him. Grp, yes, I ate this once long ago. It gave me a pungent aroma for days. Reminds me of Papa when I was just a tadpole. I could take a bite and produce that poignant odor once more. But I won't. Thank you, I appreciate it. Grp, yes, you've done me a great service. You've given Old Toad one last trip down memory lane. Here's one last reward for you, friend. And that is the last reward. Shall I interact with him again? Grp, good to see you again, my friend. You have my blessing to cultivate these fields. May the rains be with you. That is all he has to give us. There is no more challenges or quests he has to give us, and so we are free to harvest and plant as we choose. But we get, as you saw, I think it's a total of 15, because we get 5 for each, I believe, or something. But either way, we have 19 now, so if we get one more, we can get the next building here. But yeah, it's really cool that we gave him a little bit of trip down memory lane. Isn't that just wholesome? So I was about to head back to the farm to drop off all these crops before we headed out into the mines, but I realized something. We need a lot of cooking materials, and I need to show where to get these. You may have seen them a while ago, but we're going to be buying a bunch of them. I'm going to buy 7,000, aka 70 sugar. I'm going to buy some wheat flour. So these are all things that are cooking materials. They are only really served for, or useful for cooking, but we're going to grab around 70 of each. Rice, oil, and vinegar are the most expensive ones. Unfortunately, they're 200 each, so it's gonna suck, but it's sometimes the price we gotta pay. We have decent money saved up, and I'd rather just get all the cooking materials we need on hand, outside of the ones we of course have to grow. So it's nice getting these now. Now, a few of these you can get in other manners, like for example, rice and wheat flour you can actually get with a windmill. But some of these you can, I believe you only can get from buying it. Oh, we have 71 vinegar, that's getting on my OCD. But a few of these you can only get from Pierre, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So we're going to take all of these things, all 70, and we're going to put them in our mini fridge, and then soon we're going to be having a cooking banquet of sorts, where we're just going to be doing a bunch of cooking, and hopefully the only ones we'll be missing are the things that we're going to need, to either buy, not buy ingredients, but buy the recipes for, and things we have to grow in, like, fall and stuff. But yeah, I want to show I was buying those now, so you don't just see me cooking and be like, where did he get those ingredients? Thinking Kingdom Hearts 3 of the, this may be a good spot to find some ingredients. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm going to empty up my inventory, and I'll see you guys actually at the mine where we'll get started. It is a bad luck day, which is why I'm not super upset having to spend some time, and not having as much time to actually, be there. So I'm fine with that. But yeah, now I'll see you guys at the mine in just a moment. See you in just a sec. So before we head in, I actually did look on the wiki, because again, I didn't remember this. But according to that, they said that the dwarf supposedly loves amethyst, so we're going to see if that's true. He does! Okay, so that works out. So now we'll give him amethyst. I believe I also saw aquamarine and emerald. I believe amethyst is the cheapest, so it's worth the least giving it to him, as greedy as that sounds, giving him the item that's less valuable, but I think it's more the thought that counts, right? Oh, okay. Alrighty. Oh, I forgot to bring my stone, and that can show you why it can be a bad thing if you don't bring it, because I could have gotten to a floor lower, which could have gotten us to floor 45, but instead or 55 or whatever, or 65 or whatever. But I failed to do that because I didn't bring my stone, so instead I had to restart from the beginning. And all because of the nausea. That's why you may notice I'm not really sticking around to loot anything once I see a ladder. I'm just kind of going. That's because I want to get out of the floors where the nausea ghost is, because he doesn't appear later, like, lower down. So I want to get out of these floors where he is as fast as possible, so that way we can get to floors that we can actually loot on without having the nausea ghost. Because there are enemies that do more damage and are faster, but my goodness, is the nausea effect one of the worst things to ever be invented by Concerned Abe. If he's somehow hearing this, you're masochistic. Hey, we made it to a new floor. Look at us go. And the enemies we saw in the cavern where we got the gold scythe, the skeletons with the capes, this is where they'll start appearing more naturally. because this is where you're supposed to see them. So we were dealing with an enemy that is much harder than it should be. Now there's also a blue skeleton there, as you can see, which if I get close to kind of show you. They are a little bit more tankier and they do more damage, but what's new? They're really not that bad to deal with. And thankfully I believe the Nausea Ghost, I think he can spawn in, but I think it's rarer for him too. So hopefully it should be easier from going forward, at least from that standpoint. And just like that, we zoomed past that floor, so now we are in an even more valuable location. We are in the lava caves earlier, but now you can see there's mushrooms, which there were mushroom floors, but now it's a little different. So you're going to see that there are another new enemy type that are very annoying. There are a shadow people who have a crossbow, which means they have a ranged attack, and it hits hard. Same with the red slimes you can see there. There's also now a crab that disguises itself as a gold ore, which is also lovely. Gotta love when they're pretending to be something good. But they can drop some good items, including a fairy box, which is a trinket, which is what I was really excited for. Summons level 1 fairy companion that heals you in combat situations. This is another really good one, and it's a companion. So if there's anyone that has a chance of replacing our parrot, it's going to be this one. Now, I'm not going to lie. For a little bit, we're going to try it on just because we're low on health. But this can make diving in caves really, not easier, but it can definitely make it safer. So as you can see, it doesn't really seem to be doing anything right now, but trust me, it actually will eventually. It is a level 1 companion, so it's not super efficient, but hey, having a companion at all who potentially will heal us can help a lot. So there you go, we just got 9 HP. It's not great, as I said, as I was kind of implying, but it's not bad to have just that little extra bit of healing. For me personally, I think it's really good if there's like an enemy you're really struggling with, or if you're doing what I was doing on earlier floors where I was just tanking the hits from the bugs because there were just so many of them and I knew they didn't do as much damage and had healing items. So it could be good to have that just to keep yourself alive a little bit more. So yeah, it does say combat situations, and it's not lying. It will only heal you while you're in combat according to the game. AK when you're close up to an enemy, I believe, is when it will actually heal you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's how it works. So it's not the most useful companion, but hey, being able to heal ourselves is nice. Oh crap, can I get like, frick, we're gonna pass it, aren't we? Oh, come on, please, drop the ladder. No! Drop a ladder! No! I was hopeful they'd drop a ladder and they could just craft a staircase and we'd make it to floor 85 before we passed out. Whatever. Not that big of a deal. It happens. Oh, there we go. Yeah, since we completed our quest for the key fruit. And in case you're curious where the key fruit are at, it's in here, and you can see they are worth 1 gold each. So it's not good at all for money. It's specifically for the challenge. But we completed the challenge. And that's what matters. Man, I almost don't know how to operate without having to worry about key fruit. Now, it is the Trout Derby, which I'm actually going to ignore this year. That's because, trust me, we're at least going to be playing 3 years of this game, trust me. Now, it's not going to be, again, probably as many episodes for the next Trout Derby, but yeah, we're going to be there, and then we'll get more of the rewards. Plus, I'd rather work on the Danger of the Deep since we'll have 2 more days left. And then I'm not going to be able to bring Salmon Pike, so I'm just going to cancel that quest. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So yeah, I'm going to prepare once again because we are going to be heading out into... Oh, what the frick? Where's Penny at? Wait, where'd Penny go? Well, did you just drop bone fragments? What the frick? Okay. Whatever. Ooh, very good luck. That's nice. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to prepare, and I'll see you guys when we are ready. So really quickly, one other topic I want to touch on is, I know that a lot of these episodes, sometimes the filler, you could call it, is me speeding up footage of these mine excursions. But one, this isn't something I'm always going to show when I'm doing it. But two, the reason I do show it is because one, I want to give you a feeling for what my strategies are just visually, so you can kind of copy that if you need to. But more importantly, it's because I want to be genuine as I can with these cuts and, you know, kind of show what I'm doing, so you don't think I'm doing anything nefarious behind the scenes with cheating or anything like that. Not only is the place more dangerous, but even the sun squid kid looking guy got glasses. Even he's cooler now. I just feel entirely unprepared for this place because I don't have a cool pair of sunglasses. God bless that I remember to actually bring the stone today, because did you see that crap? So pretty interesting, we actually just got some deluxe fertilizer, which if you recall is the type of fertilizer that we need the recipe from Key for. So it's yet another one of the key items that we can actually get via the mines. Now this is not a way I recommend getting it, because we only got one. If you want to get a bunch of it, you can be here forever. But it's kind of cool that you can get a few stockpiled just from exploring the dangerous mines. Here we are, boys. We finally made it to floor 200. New achievement, Danger in the Deep. That is one we got. Where is it at? It's probably going to be near the other ones that have to do with the mine, right? Where's it at? Old Mariner, Fisherman, Distant Shore. Is it one of these? Danger in the Deep. Reach the bottom of the dangerous mines. Obtain those more powerful weapon. Over here, everyone's got their family. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, so really cool. So we come over here, you'll see this shrine here that's not here before. There's a note from Mr. Key. I've temporarily disabled the shrine. Come back tomorrow. So, this shrine here is actually really interesting. That will allow us to revert the mines back to their normal self. So that means if we want the normal mines, like we come here to be the ice floor or whatever, then we can do that. However, it also can do the opposite. It can go back and forth. So that means if you want the dangerous mines after you've done a little bit of the normal mines, you can just keep going back and forth, which is really cool. But yeah, it's really cool, and it's nice that we now have kind of a more permanent way of being able to actually, you know, work at those mines. But you can see we immediately got a reward. Very exciting. We got a bunch of key missions done, which means we have a lot of gems to spend, which we'll probably do tomorrow, which is going to be the last day of this episode. So that's really exciting. And there are funds of the day, and we are leading right immediately. We're just going to jump right into it, into the final day of the episode, which is also a Trout Derby, which I, again, could do, since I have less plans around today. But I'd rather actually work on other stuff. And again, as I said, we're going to be experiencing a third year in the valley anyway. Might as well wait till then. So, let's get the day started. So we just got another letter of request from our dear friend Mayor Lewis. I need truffle oil. Don't ask me why. Oh, Lewis. Oh, I love this guy. I know other people hate him. Like, I know he's one of the top 3 most disliked, right next to Clint and Pierre, but I actually really like Lewis. I find him goofy. Like, yeah, he does some I guess you could say, like, kind of mean stuff, but I don't know. I find him funny. Or at least I find him more funny than, like, Pierre and Clint, anyway. So, we have a decent surplus of money, and there's some other stuff here that you can kind of look at. We have the Make House Renovations. Add Southern Room for 30,000 gold. We can do that. So as you can kind of see, it'll appear there. You kind of get to see at which area everything will appear at, and there are quite a few. Now, these are technically permanent upgrades, but they're also technically not, as you can always remove them later on. So you only really want to go with the ones you want. So for example, Open Bedroom gets rid of the wall here. But me personally, I actually kind of like having the wall there. It's just because that's what I'm used to. I've been playing since the old days, and you didn't have that option. But there's some other cool ones. So, of course, we have this corner room here, which is actually one I like, but I'm going to have to remove some stuff there, as you can see, because I think those items actually get destroyed. Either way, I don't really want to risk it. But we'll probably be doing that later. But there's some other ones, too. There's, like, a dining room, which is the most expensive one, I believe. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. But there's a lot of really cool stuff here. I want to kind of show that, because I never really got to it. I'm really not going to spend any money on that quite yet, but I did want to show that it is something I know about, and it's something we will be getting to once I believe we're ready for it. Funny, I was talking about heart scenes earlier, because we have yet another one. This is Haley's heart scene. I believe this is her 6th heart scene? I believe. Oh, Ryan! Are you that, or it's her... Wait. No, this is her 8 heart scene, I think. This is her 8th heart scene, I think. The lighting is... I thought you said lightning. The lighting is so nice right now, I had to come out and take some nature shots. Okay, so you like taking pictures? I think we've seen you actually over here taking pictures before in spring. Been trying to connect with the outdoors a little more. I want to know what it's like being a farmer. It's a way of life I've never really thought about. Well, until now. Why are you blushing? I'm taken... Okay, I'm spoken for. Frick off. Man, these cows are so cute. Yes, they are. My bird! I was ironically timed where it made the sound and she looked over. Hey, I have an idea. Oh, you pulled that out of nowhere. Let's take some pictures with these cows. You can show me how to approach one. I'll just set it to shoot on a timer. These aren't my cows. We should probably go to my farm if we want to do this. Because I'm Okay, I guess we're doing this. Whatever. Whoa, your dress changed. You got like a whole outfit change. Also, you're way shorter than me. Holy moly. Oh, now you look just as tall as me. Okay, I guess it's just perspective then. Oh, the cows look way more detailed now. Why are you writing that? Wait a minute, that's not my cow. You shouldn't be writing it. Why am I helping you write it? Also, you shouldn't be writing a cow in the first place. Yeah, yep. I mean, there you go. That's that's about it. Giggle. That was fun, Ryan. These photos are hilarious. Just saying giggle. I'm gonna go home and take a shower now. You do that. Aw, look at us being close to Haley finally. Yeah, the reason I actually came over here, I was gonna head to the island, but I was actually gonna come over here because I want to be befriending Jazz. I think she's one of the people we don't have at max yet. Oh. Heart scene after heart scene. We have Shane's heart scene. This is his 8 heart scene. I know that for a fact. Holy moly. What do we got going? Uncle Shane. Wait. Oh, I thought I said Unc. Uncle Shane's in the barn. He said to tell you he wants to show you something. How did you know I was coming today? And also, I'm here to see you, Jazz. Can you take this sweet pea so that way I can hopefully be at max hearts with you? Also, what they have on the cutting board there? Did you see that? They had like something on the cutting board, and it was like they should probably be cooking that. That should do it. Why are you? Wait, fresh eggs, but no one's gonna be in here except for you guys. What? Oh, unless maybe you're just making it in here and then you're gonna bring it outside later. I don't know. It's the perfect home for you, hens. We'll have the best eggs in the whole valley. Fresh and healthy, well, with rich golden yolks, not like those pale, sickly Joja eggs. You know, Charlie, I was thinking. A guy like me is always teetering on the edge of despair. I know what I need. But you and the other hens are going to keep me upright from now on. I know it. What's wrong? Too much pressure? Chuckle. I just love saying stuff like chuckle instead of the actual sound that they're supposed to be making. I don't know, I just find that funny. Oh, so why is the spot that Jazz standing on a little bit lighter colored? Do you see that? Hey, Ryan, so what do you think? What am I looking at? The sign? Or the blue chickens? Because those are kind of disturbing me. My special blue hens. I've been raising them in secret for the last few months. I mean, they're really beautiful, but they're kind of disturbing me. Well, I won't be living here forever, and I wanted to pass something on to Jazz. I've been teaching her how to care for them. I want to feel like I'm not just a leech on the world. I want to contribute somehow, even in a small way like this. That's good. Oh, it's because she was standing where the light from the window was coming in. That's why it was lighter colored. Oh, okay. But yeah, that's really cool. But I actually also want to show something now. Also, do I want to adopt a pet? No, I don't really want to adopt another pet, even though those look kind of cool. I want to come in here and buy a chicken, because after you've seen that cutscene, there is a chance, it says white chicken there, there is a small chance that we will see, please be here, that you'll see a blue chicken. We're going to adopt a blue one. It's going to be named Zubby again. If you guys want to think of a name for it, think of it and put it in the description or in the comments below. We're going to purchase 2 of them. We're going to try to get 2 blue ones because I think that's adorable. Now, for full clarification, the blue hens do not do anything different compared to the normal chickens. They have the same type of egg quality. I believe every single thing about them is the same. They don't have a special type of egg. They operate just as normal chickens do. But they're a cool little addition to the farm, and they're a nice little thing to say, hey, I care about Shane, and I got his friendship high enough to the point where I saw that cutscene. So that's really cool. Got that going. Hey, Jazz, will this be at max for you? Dang it, we're so close. Shane's gone a lot, and Aunt Marnie's busy all the time. So I have to invent my own games. I feel you there, kid. Okay, so after that, now we're going to head to the island, because I believe since we've been saving up quite a few of our key gems, and we've completed, I think it's 2 quests now, might as well reward ourselves with some, well, key rewards. So let's head over there, and we'll see what our eyes are going to, or what's going to catch our eye, I suppose is the right word.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Willie? Willie, does this, wait a minute. Please, no. Please say okay, this has to be like the goddamn frickin' the bus, right? Where I can pilot on my own. I actually have never seen this before, where Willie's wanting to leave on a day I want to go in, please. Okay, well, I can still go in here. That's a good sign. Please. Oh, I just call him all the way over here. Okay, sorry, Willie, I guess I made you come all the way over here, but sorry, I really wanted to come in today. That's so funny, I've never seen that before. Back in your nut room. No new quest, which I'm fine with. What does our completion look like? 48. We're almost at the halfway point, guys. Look at that. Okay, so now that we are here, we have 183 key gems. I'm going to immediately buy the horse flute because, as I said, this will help a lot in getting around. Now, for the rest of them, it's a bit more open-ended because we are going to want a lot of this stuff eventually at some point, but it's more so what do we want. Also, you can see you can't get duplicates, so don't just spam A and grab one of everything. we're gonna get Pierre's missing stock list because it's also quite expensive. Might as well since we have a surplus for the time being. Also, I guess you can't buy multiple of that, but that's kind of interesting. I'm going to buy the key to the town because it's also very useful. And let's buy some recipes. We're going to buy the heavy tap recipe, the hyperspeed grow recipe, and I guess that's it for now because the rest of the recipes are quite expensive. So we're definitely going to need to do quite a few more challenges before we can have all these, but hey, it's a good start. So now we have a few different items on us, including the one I'm really excited for, the horse flute. Trust me, you guys are going to see it in a second. But first things first... what's the new... Yeah, so now we can craft heavy tappers, which is good. May want to consider crafting a few of those. Challenge bait. Yeah, okay. So I think we're... Wait, so I thought I bought a different recipe than just that, didn't I? Whoa. Oh, no, I bought the key. That's what I'm thinking of. The key. Which is, yeah, it's a wallet item. Key to the town. Allows access to all buildings at town at any time of the day. Yep, so now we can enter, for example, Pierre's if he was closed. We can enter people's houses as they're trying to go to bed. But my favorite thing that we got, the horse flute. If it's in your inventory and you have your cursor on it and it's, hovered in your inventory and you press the interact button, even on the island, you can summon your horse no matter where you're at. This is going to be an item that's going to be staying in our inventory, and our inventory is getting kind of full, so we're probably going to get rid of the iridium pan, because at this point, honestly, it's really not that useful to have on us at all times, especially since we have the lucky ring already, which we got in a different manner. I'd rather just have, honestly, the horse flute in our inventory, because it's just going to be more useful more often. Okay, but with that, we got our rewards, and I'm really happy now that we have some of these things like the horse whistle. It's going to make, oh, trust me, it's going to make game more done in a day, just so much easier.
Dr. Cow again.
Holy moly, there's so many heart scenes in this game, it's kind of ridiculous. Hey, what do you think you're doing? That's private property. Oh, wait, did I just... I just skipped the cutscene without even realizing it. Apparently my cursor was at the bottom right. I never thought that would happen, but it did. Oh no! Okay, well, I guess I'll try to figure something out in editing. I'll try to put the cutscene in here, I guess, really fast of whatever happened, but... Oh, whatever I did, that was one of the most embarrassing things I possibly could have done. I'm so sorry, everyone. Hopefully that is not going to happen again, I can promise you that. Here, I have this thing for you, take it. Oh wow, it's my old stock list. I've been searching over for this thing. Let me see. Yep, it's all still here. These order codes, I can expand my stock to include seeds from all seasons year-round. Thanks for what brings back to me. Yep. So it is a permanent boof. I hate my life. I said that like 20 times in this series. Permanent buff that makes it so that you can access all the seeds no matter what time of the season it is. So we have fall crops here, spring, all that stuff we can buy now, which is really useful because keep in mind we have the island which we can grow stuff on, and we have the greenhouse. So it's nice to have that available. Not really interested in buying anything right now, but trust me, it makes crafting all the stuff for cooking or whatever, it also makes that way easier, which is appreciated. You know, we've been working really hard. I say we treat ourselves. We have got to go to the movie theater. We've seen it, it's been here for a little bit, but it's time for us to finally enter. Would you like to spend your movie ticket to see a movie by yourself? You bet. So what's we're in? Achievement, 2 thumbs up. Where's that at? Let's see. Yeah, 2 thumbs up. See a movie. We actually haven't seen it yet, but whatever. So, we actually have a few different things. We have this guy here. Crane Man. Can't talk. I'm in the zone. The crane game is in use by someone else, okay? So I guess I'll try that later. You can see there's a few different things around. There's like some paintings and stuff. Let's talk to this lady. Oh, it looks like you're here by yourself. If you come here with a guest, you can order them a snack. Try it sometime. Okay, I guess I... Okay. Whatever. Guess I can't buy myself a piece of food order. Hey, it's my wife and Maru. They're queer. That's kind of cool. But here's the thrilling movie, and I hope you all enjoy what you're about to witness, because I spent 1,000 gold for it, so here you go. My bird! Journey of the Prairie King, the motion picture. Sorry, the bird just... It's hilarious. Journey of the Prairie King, the motion picture. I already said that. On the dusty old trail, once again, we find Prairie King watching over a wagon train full of valuable treasure. But unbeknownst to our hero, the evil outlaw is watching from a nearby cliff. At last, I'll do away with that self-righteous sheriff and make off with the treasure. I deserve it. That was an up-close, personal picture I never want to see again. Whoops, looks like this avalanche is headed straight for the wagon train. The hurricane hears a faint rumbling in the distance. Look! Thinking quickly, he fires a shot, because he's an American, and his thought is shoot first, question later. But what's this? Water's flying everywhere. He's done it again! The thick mud stops the avalanche in its tracks! The wagon train is saved. The end. The movie is concluded for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you all did as too. Yeah, the movies are nothing super spectacular, but they're just nice little things that you can go and witness. Can I talk to you too? Oh, cool. Mars engaging in live discussion about the film. Penny is engaged in live discussion about the film. Oh, okay, so I actually can't talk to you guys. Okay, well, that's lovely. Can't talk, I'm in the zone. So that's our first ever movie. Now, this crane game here is really interesting. We may want to come back here at a later time to see if we can catch, if we can get the crane ourselves, if someone else isn't hogging it. So here what I'm doing is I am now trying to prepare ourselves for the monumental task of cooking all of the items in Stardew Valley, which, trust me, is more complicated than it may seem. So one of the things you're going to see me do is I'm trying to make sure I have all these spots like for ingredients, of course. Now I did mention that when you're going to the crafting station to cook, the game will automatically check for any mini fridge, I believe in the same vicinity, like in the house that you're in. And we'll check that area for ingredients. So anything like any ingredient you have inside any mini fridge, it will automatically say, okay, I can take that and you can use that to craft any of the recipes that you have, so long as you have the ingredients for it. So that's why you see me go and buy more mini fridges, and then I try to keep making trips. Like I keep going outside to our chest, set all of our ingredients, and I bring all them inside, put them inside the mini fridges, just so that way it makes it easier to check what we have and what we're missing and things like that, and then craft all the recipes that we can currently make. So that's what I'm doing here. But the other thing you'll see me do is I'm taking screenshots, and that's because by next episode I'm going to be making a list of all the ingredients we need. Like just on my own, like personal notes. So we got an achievement for cooking some food. I'm guessing we can probably find it fairly quickly. It should be one of the ones here. Sous Chef, cook 25 different recipes, meaning the last one is to cook every recipe in the game, which if you want to take a look, this is what our progress currently stands. We are missing 1, 2, 3, 4 recipes. I believe one of them we have to at least buy from, I think it's the trader on the island, and the other 3 I think are friendship ones, which we'll get in due time. We're definitely going to start working on that a little bit more. You can see some of these. You may have seen I was also taking screenshots. That's because by next episode I'm going to compile a list of the ingredients I need to grab and where I need to put them. But for the sake of this episode and your guys' time, I'm not going to do that all right now, because I really could just do that now, but I might as well just wait, because we're not in any rush. We have time. One thing I do want to craft is the moss soup. There we go, because it's one that it's very unlikely for me to put moss in our, what's it called? Our fridges, just because it's kind of weird. Also, I may have gone a little bit too many fridges, but that's fine. Worst, comes to shove, I can just always just sell one or something. So the last thing you're seeing me do here at the very end is I'm going down to where our ponds are. I built 2 last, I think, episode as well. That's so I ensured we had enough for all the fish I want to have. And you'll see I'm actually starting to prepare an area for us to start using all this row we've been saving up. I'll put the aging casks, not kegs, in their own little area close by, so that way they'll kind of be really close and I can kind of have it all just be in one situated area. I also fish all the sturgeons out of the sturgeon pond, which will mean that, of course, we're not getting sturgeon roe. That's because I want the order to be a little different. I put the sturgeons at the other end of the pond, and then we will have to give them some more items for them to fully populate, even though we have all 9, because we have to level up the fishing pond again. But it's not that big of a deal, and I wanted to kind of just, have it be in a more select order, because I have OCD and, I don't know, I guess I'm picky about the most random stuff. And here is our funds for the night. Nothing grand, but I always like to try to show my funds just so I can be transparent with you guys and how much money I'm making, and I'm not doing anything nefarious behind the scenes. So that's why I tend to show that. This is where we're going to end it for the day, of course, as I kind of said already. Next time, we're going to be experiencing the birthday of the dwarf and Leo, which is really exciting, along with the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies. We're going to be experiencing the rest of Summer Year 2. Making decent progress. We have more things to craft. We have more things to cook. And again, by next episode, I'll have a full list of the ingredients that I still need to gather and things like that. Hopefully, we can start finishing up on some of those other things here. We have the rare discs. We're only missing 2 other things here, for example. Like, we're making good progress. I hope that I'll see you all there.